Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I talk to myself. I look into this camera, and I talk for an hour, and you have a wonderful time going, what the fuck is wrong with this stupid piece of shit? I just woke up not too long ago, so this is a little bit of a wake the fuck up and start talking a bunch, which is a little bit jarring for my system in general. I think it's jarring for any human being to wake up and go, oh shit, let me go pontificate for a goddamn hour. Anyway, I was just sleeping, dude. No, so forgive me if you're watching this and my eyes keep twitching out. I just popped my contacts in and they're a little dry and itchy, so I might be looking like a little bit of a crackhead on this podcast, but it's all good. Dude, I woke up this morning with my fucking eyes half closed. They felt like, you ever wake up and your eyes feel thick and awful, you know? It feels like your eye has just like cake around them. I don't know how to describe it. It's just your eyes feel thick and like your eyelids are half closed, and then you just feel this general thickness around them, like you can't fully open them and like you'll never be able to fully open your eyes ever again. Do you know what I'm talking about? I guess that's what being groggy is. I don't fucking know. That's just okay. Never mind. I'm just realizing that that's what grogginess is. But I'm trying to explain the actual feeling of grogginess because people always go, "Oh, you seem kind of groggy or you look groggy." What does groggy mean? It means there's cake around your eyeballs, preventing them from being normal eyeballs that can open all the way. That's what grogginess means, and I feel that right now. But I'm getting them wide out. Whatever that means, dude. I'm getting them freaking wide out, bro. I'm preventing the cake and getting them wide out. Anyway, I don't know. I went to the beach yesterday. I guess I'll talk about that. If you're listening to this, it's Monday, right? Yeah, so the show already happened, so I'm not going to promote the show. If you came to the show, thanks for coming. There'll be another one in September, and I'm sure there'll be a couple of shows in August I'll be on, and I'll promote them when I have them. But anyway, I was at the beach, and I remember, if you listened to last week's episode, I did talk about how I love the beach, but that was my rose-colored glasses memory of the beach from last year, and my current experience with the beach yesterday is, never mind. The beach kind of does fucking suck a little bit. I always forget about sand. Well, first of all, I get to the beach and it's very hot, and you know, that's fine, that's expected. But then I start walking on the beach, right? And I walk to the group I'm going to be with, and immediately they go, "You wear socks to the beach?" Yeah, I do, because I'm wearing shoes to the beach. You wear shoes to the beach? Yes, dude. Okay? I understand that not everyone listens to my podcast, but at the same time, it's a little irritating that the week before I'm talking about how I hate when people fucking annoy me by making fun of the fact that I wear shoes on the beach because I'm not wearing goddamn flip-flops because I don't like shit detaching and reattaching to the back of my fucking ankle all day or the back of my heel or whatever. No, that's the bottom of my foot, okay? I don't have the scientific words to say it correctly. I'm a bit of a dum-dum, okay? The bottom of my foot, whatever that is. Is that the heel? The fucking ball part, bro. I don't like shit attaching and detaching from that, okay? So I wear shoes to the beach, and I wear them for a little bit, then I take them off, and then I have them off the rest of the time. So stop giving me shit from the 1 second I have them on. Anyway, I was taking them off, and this guy goes, "You wear socks to the beach?" I go, "Obviously not, because I just took them off, bro. I wear them on the way in. I don't wear them while I'm at the beach, okay?" And then I wanted to walk the beach, and I was like, oh, maybe I should put my socks on because the sand was scorching hot. And I know the sand is usually scorching hot, but I feel like it was more hot than usual. Put it this way, I've never burned my feet on the sand. And I'm pretty sure I burned my feet because I was looking at them while I was walking, and the bottoms of my feet were red. My little freaking toes were goddamn orange looking, because the sand was so fucking hot. And you know what? I agree with Anikan. I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. It's coarse and rough and it gets fucking everywhere. He was right. People shit on him for that being a line in a Star Wars film, but if you just heard that line in a podcast or heard that line said by a friend of yours, you'd be like, hell yeah, man. You're right, Annie. Sand fucking sucks, and that's an accurate description of it. I got sand all over my fucking bathroom now. You know why? Because it gets everywhere. It gets into your shoes, and then it gets all over your goddamn fucking feet, and then it's scraping alongside your dick. Next thing you know, you got a fucking goddamn bloody dick. Okay? You got bloody thighs. You're fucking bleeding out of nowhere because you know why? Because you're trying to walk and sand is rubbing against your thighs, and then the next thing you know, you're like, why are my thighs all scratched up? Oh, because I chose to go to the fucking beach. Now, having said all this, I like the beach. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed my time there. It was okay. I like walking on the beach. I like doing this thing where I just walk for an hour on the beach. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I don't. And I just kind of people watch. I got to get in better shape. I noticed walking on the beach this week, I was flabbing, man. You know what I'm talking about? I was walking, and my stomach was jiggling a little bit. Like, I could see the flab in my body jiggling. And I kept seeing all these dudes who were, like, fucking tight looking, you know? They're, like, stomachs and chest. Like, they were in-shape dudes. And all of them were douchebags. All of them. Not a single one of them was like a person I'd want to talk to. And I was just like, fuck that, dude. I want to get in shape. I decided on the beach yesterday. I want to get super, not like jacked, just like super. I want to get to the point where if I take my shirt off, people are like, oh shit, dude, what have you been doing? I want that kind of body. I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I just think it'd be funny. I'm not the type of person who would get in good shape. And if I did, it would just be very, why are you doing that? Hey, why are you healthy now? You seem like a guy who enjoys life. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to get healthy. Fuck it. Let me get that cheeseburger. I kind of believe that, though. I kind of believe that a little bit. Maybe that's ignorant. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's arrogant. I don't know. But I do believe that if you are a health nut, you don't enjoy life too much, huh? Like, what are you getting so healthy for? To live a longer life where you don't enjoy a piece of cake? You know? There's so much delicious food that can make your soul so happy in the world, and you're depriving yourself of all of that so you could live more amount of time not doing that? Unless you're getting super healthy to in your 90s just pig out, what are you doing? It's like heroin for a person who is a degenerate piece of shit like me. Somebody who just eats what they want and fucks around and it tries to enjoy life. that's that. A person like me is someone who's like, oh, when I'm 60, I say 60 because I have no optimism for living to 90. But I say 60. I'm like, oh, when I'm 60 or 70, I'll fucking try heroin or whatever. I don't actually personally say that, but other people say that because that's the thing to say. I'll try every drug when I'm that old because fuck it. Is food the health nut version of that? Yeah, I'll eat meat. I'll eat a cheeseburger when I'm 90. Fuck it, dude. At that point, I'll have a chocolate covered strawberry. Fuck it, dude. I'll find out what a Reese's cup tastes like when I'm 79. Fuck it, dude. If I die from it, I'll be fine. If I get diabetes from one Reese's cup, who cares, dude? I'll be 79. Hey, dude, I don't think you're going to get diabetes from one Reese's cup, okay? You can have a package of M&Ms. You work out 90% of the day. You'll be okay. I don't know. Fuck those dudes. There were these dudes throwing a football like 40 feet apart. And I was like, hey, guys, you're not in the NFL. Move closer. Like, who are you trying to impress? Why you... I get it, okay? I can throw a football pretty far. But you know what? I don't force people to go the distance that I can throw it so that what? I can impress the beach? Go 10 to 20 feet apart maximum for a casual game of catch, okay? If you're over 20 feet apart, who are you impressing? You're making me uncomfortable, okay? Eat a fucking cookie and get closer. Don't make your friends have to struggle to throw it to you, you fucking jackass. Anyway. Weird people on the beach. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to get fucking in shape. I just want people. I want that. I've never had that. I want to know what that feels like. Walking down the beach and someone, oh shit, that must be cool, dude. That must be fucking sick for somebody to check you out. You know, I don't want them to start yelling at me like, yo, what? Oh my god, look at you. You know, maybe I like that. I don't fucking know. I was thinking about this the other day. Guys want to be desired so bad. We do. We really do. We do. Because we aren't at all. I want to run this experiment with somebody. I'm gonna ask a friend of mine, but I want to run an experiment of like over the course of a year, just keeping track of how many women come up to me and how many guys come up to women, or come up to a friend of mine. Because like, I'm sure it's a depressing disparity. I'm sure it's not. It's something we don't want to know is true. Like the amount of people that approach, I bet you I get 5 in a year. 5. And that's if I go to bars every night. I bet you I get 5 to 10. And I bet you she gets 70 to 100. But here's the thing. We just, I don't know. I think that's why men and women get into a lot of debates or a lot of weird shit where they're like, I don't know, men sometimes can't get a grasp on, because men can't get a grasp on, or, you know, some can, some can't. They can't get a grasp on, like, they just see women as desired people, because men have the perspective of, like, heterosexual men have the perspective of, oh, we really want women, and we're really into women, right? So then when women are, like, complaining about dating or complaining about guys instinctively are like, what the fuck? Like, at least guys want you. Women don't even fucking like us. Right? But they're missing the perspective of women are so desired that it becomes disgusting. You know? Put it this way, a guy never has to, have I said this on the podcast already? A guy never has to worry about dying on a date. Okay? The most I have to worry about on a date is, this is annoying. A woman has to worry about no longer existing in the world because men are fucking fucked sometimes, you know? But yeah, it's true. Men, we're desired so I mean, if you watch porn, the main, like in just normal baseline pornography, the main thing that happens in it is the girl really, really, really wants to fuck the dude. Like that's like her being like, "Oh my god, your penis," and she's like, "Oh my god, I fucking love this." Like it's her really driving home, like I like fucking this guy, and that's the baseline fantasy that's injected into porn is women wanting to fuck men. So to a degree, we acknowledge a woman's intense desire to fuck a man as legitimate fantasy. As straight up, well, this isn't really how it is, but like if we're going to make some sort of thing that's going to get people aroused, let's lie a little bit. Oh, dude. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, it's a trade-off, like I said. You know, men never, ever, ever get approached, and it affects them mentally, and it makes them feel like, you know, they're unwanted, worthless pieces of shit. And women get approached so fucking much that they might literally die because some men take it too far and try and kill you. So it's kind of a fucked situation. I mean, I'm hoping we level it out, but it doesn't seem like we're doing that. How are we not doing that? It's almost 2020. How has it not gotten to the point where we're both mutually like, all right, guys, let's just chill? You know? Where the guys are like, you know what? Let's not desire people that much. Let's calm the fuck down. I don't know. I've talked about this shit before. Anyway, what am I talking about? I would like to be looked at on the beach like, oh, damn, that guy's hot. I would like to have that feeling. I would like to figure out that feeling. I don't know if that's going to happen. I can't change my face and how giant my head is, but maybe if I get ripped to shit, I could see what that feeling is like. Also, you know what? I want to get really in shape. This is all fantasy too. This is never going to fucking happen. But I would love to get really in shape just to go, oh, this sucks. Just to know that it's not worth doing and then not do it anymore, you know? And then just have pictures where I'm like, yeah, no, I did that shit. I chose not to. I chose against health because my life was less enjoyable. Fuck that shit. I don't know. Exercising is fun though. It does, I mean, for me at least, it does that is true when your therapist or your doctor or whoever the fuck is like, oh, exercising is good for mental health. It's true. That is true. My doctor said that mental health is good for feelings of depression because if you exercise, then you're too tired to kill yourself. So that's something to keep in mind. He didn't actually say that. I'm just joking with you guys. He didn't actually say that. That would be very strange and very unprofessional, perhaps, but also kind of funny. So I wish he said it. Oh my God. What is this character I'm doing? I love it. Okay. Anyway. Claws, dude. Dudes, have you guys been drinking claws? I had a claw on the beach. Dude, hot claw summer, bro. We got to hashtag that. Hot girl summer. Yeah, and also hot fucking claw summer, dude. You gotta drink that seltzy, bro. Drink that seltzy like it's your morning monster, my man. I had one. Well, later I found out it was not a claw. It was just a seltzer that looked like Claw is a certain brand of seltzer, but I gotta be honest with you. I don't understand the trend because they don't taste that good. They just taste like seltzer with a hint of lime in it. I guess it's something easy to drink that doesn't get you too fucked up so you didn't get dehydrated and pass out in the sun. Maybe that's what it is. It's mostly water, I feel like. So you're like, okay, I'm getting a little hydrated and a slight buzz. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But what I do know is the motherfucker we were with was putting them in the side pockets of his cooler instead of directly into the cooler. So then what happened was the pseudo police, I don't know, the fucking boys in blue of the beach came over and fucking were like, hey, what's up? Hey, we're just coming over because no, they didn't even say that. They just came over and were like, hey, can we get your IDs and your beach passes? And I couldn't find my beach pass. So I was like freaking out because I was like, fuck, am I going to get ejected from the beach because I don't have my goddamn beach pass? What the fuck is going on? So I go into my bag and I'm looking for it, and then everyone else is giving them the license and their beach pass, and they're like, yeah, we came over here because you're not supposed to have open containers, or there's a sign that says you're not allowed to drink on the beach. Which, first of all, okay, I didn't see that sign. Also, I had one claw. So at this point, I'm like, I didn't bring the cooler. I had one of your claws. I'm not getting in trouble for this basic bullshit, okay? It was me, my brother's girlfriend, and 2 other people. And the 2 other people brought the goddamn cooler. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, my friend? Because this guy came over and he sang this shit. And I'm wondering if I should be talking about it. They don't listen to my podcast. It's fine. I'm going to talk about this. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Anyway, he's not going to listen to this. So they come over and they're being weird. Oh, yeah, so we came over because there's a sign you're not supposed to drink. And we also kind of can't hear them because it's the beach and there's 9,000 other fucking people. So, and they're talking in a low voice and we can hear the ocean waves crashing in the background. So I'm looking at my brother and his girlfriend and going like, what the fuck are they saying? I don't know what they're saying. And they're like, I don't know either. And then I'm looking at our friend being like, what is he saying? And he's like looking at me trying to tell me, but he's also talking low. So we have no idea what the fuck is going on. So then the guy's like, oh yeah, we're going to give you a summons. And we're like, okay, what? And I kind of know what a summons is. Maybe I'm a fucking dumb piece of shit. But like, just say ticket. Okay? Don't say summons, just say ticket. Everyone knows what a ticket is. You say summons and someone goes, oh, I guess that's a court term, but what the fuck does it mean? I know it means you're to give me some shit, but what the fuck is it? It sounds like they're going to give you a court summons, which is what they are going to do, but at the same time, they're also giving you a ticket, which is the main thing you need to know. How much do I pay? Just tell me that immediately. So he goes, oh, we're going to have to give you a summons. And we're like, okay. Well, what do you mean? He's like, oh, it's a fine. All right. And he goes, well, we want to give it to 2 of you, so I don't have to give it to all 5 of you. Okay. And then this part enraged me because then our friend who brought the cooler was like, oh, I was the only one drinking, so I'll pay for it. And he goes, well, 2 people need to pay for it. That's the boy in blue said. And the friend he's with, who was also drinking with him, did nothing. She just lied there and was quiet. So then my brother's fiance, his girlfriend, his fiance, it's his fiance, my future sister-in-law, who's dope, she goes, fine, I'll take the other ticket. And then she got up and realized they were already giving her the ticket because they were like, oh, if one of you doesn't volunteer, we're just going to pick someone at random. They didn't have my ID, so I was in the fucking clear, my guys. But even though I drank that one seltzer, and then once my future sister-in-law took the heat, I felt bad because it's like, well, I at least drank one seltzer. You drank nothing. What the fuck is going on? Why did this girl not fucking pick up her slack? Anyway, I was so goddamn irritated. Because why didn't the guy who brought the cooler look at his friend and go, you're going to pay for it too, right? You know why? Because it's a girl he wants to date, but isn't going to date because they're just friends, and fuck that, dude. Okay? Listen. The friend zone is a thing. It is. People try and make it. I don't believe that the friend zone is a thing that just guys are in. That's a sexist idea, and that's untrue. The friend zone is very real, and all people of all genders and sexualities experience it. It's when you really like somebody, and then you don't see them as a real person. You see them as like this unattainable thing because you're fucking dumb. and then you go after, and then you say something to them. Instead of just pursuing them like a normal person, you make it into this weird thing, and then you're friends, and then you're like, I like you, and it becomes this weird confessional like you're 13 years old, and then that makes the person you have a crush on go, hey, you're a child. I don't want to do this. Okay? That's what the friend zone is, and everyone experiences it. Okay? I've put women in the friend zone, all right? I've been put in the friend zone. We all experience it. That's what it is. Okay? But here's the thing. If you're in the friend zone, you don't get bitter about it. This is the problem. Is that guys, I know women who've done this too. People in general, they get into the friend zone, whatever the fuck that is, and which is basically just someone going, "Hey, I want to be friends and not date you." Okay? And then this is where the shitty part comes in. If that happens, you either need to not be friends with that person anymore because you're like, well, I can't really be friends with you because I have these other feelings for you. Or you decide you're then friends with that person and you treat them like a friend now. Okay? You got to make a decision. That's where the sexism and the bullshit and the bitterness comes in, is in the individual who's put in the quote-unquote friend zone doesn't take the responsibility of going, okay, well, now we're actually friends. And you know what a friend would do in that scenario? A friend would go, fuck it. If I was dating the person, I would go, hey, you're going to do the other summons, right? Because you were also drinking and these people we were with are not drinking. So you just made somebody who wasn't drinking at all take the fucking $100 fine while you just sat here fucking hot and pretty in the sun going, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, dude, you're paying the summons as well. Sorry, guys, I'm getting fucking heated because it's bullshit. Also, I just met this person, but what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to make somebody you don't know at all pay this goddamn $100 fine even though you were drinking the whole time? What are you doing? I got a question. Do you think I'm not going to think you fucking suck now? Anyway, if you're drinking, pay the fine, okay? Don't make people you don't know who you are trying to be friends with pay the shit you should have paid. All right? I'll see you guys in the second half. All right, we're back. Dude, I'm thinking about that story I just told about the summons, and I'm like, I feel good because no one listens to this podcast. I don't know, that makes me think too. Like, I want this podcast to grow. I want people to listen to it, you know? But at the same time, like, I like the fact that I could just pontificate about somebody who I just hung out with yesterday, and they have no idea that I'm actually saying it. Listen, this is something I would say to the person. Anything I say on here, I would say to the person's face. I just, at the same time, I don't know. It's fun to know no one listens to this. Only a few people listen to it. So me and you guys can have the inside scoop on just saying whatever the fuck comes to our minds, It's fun. It's like it's a tight-knit club right now. I kind of like that shit. But if it gets bigger, then it's going to be more like, more annoying people are going to join the group that we don't want to. I want this to be an exclusive club, my man. I want it to be, just the freaking people who get it in this goddamn podcast. I don't want a bunch of jabronis coming in because they're like, oh, I heard this guy's funny. Get the fuck out of here, okay? No, I want you to come in, but I want you to come in and if you're cool, okay? I don't want any of this, I want people actually listening to what I'm saying, not going, what did he say about that? I only heard the first two sentences that made me get angry. Fuck you. I don't want those people in here, dude. I want the people in here who are going, wait, what are you talking about? Then they listen to me pontificate for 20 minutes and go, oh, okay, I kind of get what he's saying. He's a little bit dumb, but I understand his point. This podcast is for the cool kids, all right? The cool kids who get it, my man. Anyway, so the beach. I was at the beach. I was in Long Beach. It's funny because I was in the beach town that I was talking about last week where I started fucking crying like a little baby. No, I'm not trying to demean crying. It's good to cry, okay? You gotta let that shit out every once in a while. It's good to get a little sad. It's okay. You gotta feel the emotions you feel. Don't hold that shit in. But I was at the beach that I was talking about before, because everyone goes to that fucking beach, man. Everybody I know loves that beach because it's better than Jones, dude. There's Long Beach and Jones Beach, and Long Beach is the one you go to because Jones Beach is a shithole. Okay? It's a Guido shithole, and we're not going. Talked about that last week. I'll say it one more time. It's a Guido shithole, and we're not going. So we go to Long Beach, which is also a Guido shithole, but it's more like a towny shithole than a Guido shithole. You know what I'm saying? It's not a shithole. It's like a nice towny place. You know? I don't know. Every time I'm there, I don't understand the dynamic of people. Like, I have no idea if people are there because they live there or if it's family staying there. I always assume it's family staying there because that's my introduction to it, as I talked about last week, of like I stayed there with a family. My girlfriend's family, my ex-girlfriend's family. But, I don't know. It's a weird spot. It seems like a lot of townies. Dude, this is real creaky. I hope you guys don't hear the creaks on this fucking arm. I gotta fucking oil it up or some shit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was in that town that I was in last year, and I passed this fucking pizza shop that I haven't gone to in a long time because the last time I was there, I witnessed freaking abuse. Which isn't funny. It's not funny that happened, but it's funny that, I don't know, I just laugh when I'm uncomfortable. I'm a little uncomfortable because this story is super fucking weird. Me and my friend, who I haven't seen in fucking years, my best friend from high school, we were there. Damn, so this was a couple of years ago because I haven't seen him in at least 3 years. Holy fuck. So this was like No, if I haven't seen him in 3, I think I haven't seen him in 2 or 3 years. This was probably 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. Fuck. Anyway. So 4 years ago, I was at this, or 3 or whatever. It doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter. The story is what matters. Okay? I'm getting angry at myself because I fucking going on goddamn tangent. Now I'm having a stroke. Going on tangents, specifying things that don't need to be specified, and now I'm having a stroke. What the fuck is happening? Like I said, this is the cool, tight-knit club, and I can fuck around and say dumb shit. Anyway, what am I talking about? Domestic abuse. Okay. What a fun topic. Lots of laughs. What a great topic to bring up for a comedy podcast. Hey, so I was in this pizzeria, and I witnessed child abuse. No, this isn't a funny story, but it's like it's an intent. It happened. I witnessed this, and I still think about it when I fucking pass this pizzeria. Anyway, I was at this pizzeria, and there was this woman with like 3 fucking kids, and she was like she brought one big pie out, and she was like all the kids were sitting in a booth with her, and she was like looked very fucking angry, and she had a black eye. Okay. So already this is a weird situation. And her kid is like trying to reach for the pizza. One of her kids, or one of her little boys, she has, I think it was 2 daughters and 1 little boy. And the little boy was like grabbing for the pizza. And you could tell that this mother was stressed out. I mean, she had a black eye. Obviously, she's not in the best situation. I don't know who gave that to her, but, you know, obviously she's having a hard time. She's got to deal with these 3 kids, raising these 3 young kids. They all seemed, you know, it seemed like the boy was like 7. And the other kids were like 4 and 6 or something like that. Anyway, she's stressed out, trying to get this pizza ready, and this kid is like keeps jumping at the pizza like he wants a slice immediately. And understandably so, she's getting a little agitated, and me and my friend are watching this. And then all of a sudden, this woman just goes like this. And if you're listening to the podcast, I just made a punching motion. Without looking, without turning around, while still like getting the pizza ready, she just punches her son in the eye. And the son just holds his head and then just sits there like this. And he's silent, doesn't make a sound. It's not and that's what was the most fucked up part, is that in a usual situation like that, I feel like if that was a new thing, the kid would have cried. The kid would have cried and freaked out. But that kid was so silent and so just immediately held his head and then just was like, ah, shit. Let me not make a scene, that he probably has been hit before. Which is fucked, dude. So me and my friend are sitting here watching this, and when that happens, we're both like, what do we do now? This is like, I think I don't know, one of the early podcasts I talk about when you see a couple that looks like an old man with a young girl, like, what are you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? This woman just punched her kid in the eye. And the kid knew to be silent about it, which means this is a fucking repeat offender right here. But then also she's got a black eye. So so she's getting beaten. So it's a cycle of bullshit. What the fuck are we supposed to do? So they're sitting there, right? And then he finally gets a slice, and his sister gets a slice, and he's pouring cheese. He looks at his sister, goes, "You want cheese?" And his sister goes, "Yeah." And he starts pouring Parmesan cheese on the slice. Good move. I would do the same. I often do the same. And the mom just looks at him and goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm giving her cheese." And she goes, "Why are you doing that? Huh? You don't know if she's allergic? You don't know what she's allergic to? Well, she's lactose intolerant. She might be allergic to cheese. You don't know that." Which, first of all, he's putting cheese on a piece of pizza. There's already cheese on there, okay? So if she's allergic to cheese, why the fuck do you have her in a pizzeria? Second of all, you don't know if she's allergic? What are you doing? And I had the same face as this kid in the moment of just like, what the fuck is going? Why am I being drilled for this bullshit? We all know she's not allergic to cheese. She's not my daughter. I'm not a part of that family. I'm assuming she's not allergic to cheese. I know. I mean, I immediately knew what the mom was doing. The mom was just fucking with the kids psychologically now, of being like, don't give her shit unless I say so. Even though the kid was doing a nice thing for his sister, giving her fucking Parmesan cheese. Right? And the kid's not old enough or strong enough to be like, "Hey, mom, is she allergic to cheese? Shouldn't you fucking know that? She's your daughter, right?" But at the same time, so now this kid's being physically abused and mentally abused, but at the same time, this woman's clearly getting abused. So what the fuck do you do in that scenario? So me and my friend finish our pizza, and we're talking to each other. We're like, should we get up? Should we go say something? The other people around are seeing it and ignoring it, and me and my friend are the only people like looking right at it and being like, should we do something? And we're like, maybe we should tell the people in the front. So we get up and go to the front, and then we're about to say something, but then we don't know what to say. We don't know what to do. We don't want to make a scene. We don't want to have these kids. I don't know. We don't know what the fuck do you do? So you know what we did? We did nothing. We did nothing, dude. We didn't do anything. We just left. We left and went, oh, that's fucked. And now I'm telling you guys this fucked story on the podcast. But it's like, what do you do in that scenario? What should we have done? We probably should have done something, right? Said something to the manager of the pizzeria. Called somebody. It's fucked, dude. It's fucked. I feel bad talking about that story because we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. But most people don't do shit. It's true. Most people don't do shit. And what a complicated, hard fucking scenario to navigate through. Because they're both the victims of abuse. They're both in a terrible fucking position. What do you do? You're watching a cycle play out in front of you, and you I don't know. I think I should have done something. In retrospect, I don't know why I'm talking to you guys about this. It's not a good story. It's dark. I mean, there are funny moments in that, like what the fuck with the cheese. Like, come on, that's kind of. The little kid's like, "Mom, we know she's not allergic to cheese. Okay, there's cheese on the pizza. Let me fucking give her Parmesan, you dick." But yeah, I don't know. It's a fucked story. I don't know. But I just wanted to share that. I don't know why I wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, I don't know. I guess what I want to convey there is I I feel bad that I did nothing in that moment. And if there's a moment like that again, I'm going to make sure to do something. And I guess, maybe I'm just telling you this because I don't want you to feel bad if you've had moments like that where you should have done something and then you didn't. Just keep that with you and decide that, the next time I'm going to do something about it. The next time I'm going to say something. And then hopefully you fucking do, man. Hopefully I do. I hope so. If I see something like that again. So fucked. I feel bad. It's like at the same time I was like, this mom's a piece of shit. But then I felt terrible for her because I'm like, she obviously is not coming from a good spot with that black eye, So, fuck. Anyway. Yeah. The beach. The beach, man. Fuck. I don't know how to, we got a lot of the podcast left. I got a hard transition out of that. All right, guys, we could switch gears. Again, this is the cool crew, right? You guys get it. So you can hear a dark story and then switch into something funny on a whim. Am I right? Okay, one of the guys at this fucking, okay, first, I want to talk about two things. The first thing, what is it with old people doing yoga on the beach? Okay? What is it with these old dudes who have very long hair, even though they got a deep bald spot? Their hair is yellow at the top, at the roots, and then white the rest and dirty. They look like they haven't showered a day in their life, but they're on the beach. They somehow managed to have a towel and swim trunks, and they're like very skinny, but they have a giant gut, and their fucking skin is leather from being in the sun all day. And they got a big beard, and they're slowly splaying out their towel, and they're slowly doing like martial arts poses and fucking yoga. What is that? I feel like every time I go to the beach, I see that guy. Is it a requirement? Does being out in the sun that much fry your brain to the point where you think going like this is some sort of yoga? Where are they getting their techniques from? Are they legit techniques? Are they just going off their own senileness and creating their own method of being one with the universe? What the fuck? Where is this old yoga, homeless looking white dude coming from? And why do I always see him at the fucking beach? I don't understand it. Does he live on the beach? Because that's the thing too. It doesn't. And I'm not dissing I'm not trying to say this guy's a pile of garbage or he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. I just want to know where that came from. I just want to know why there isn't just one of those dudes. There's 1,000 of them, and I see them every year at the beach. I don't ever see 1,000 of them at once, but every year at the beach, I see at least 2 of them. I saw 2 of them yesterday. I should start talking to him. Hey, man, where did you come from? Where do you live? And then you'll see him at the bar later, and maybe this explains the gut probably, just throwing back fucking 19 Coors Lights. What? Coors Light, sitting in the sun, doing yoga. What is going on, man? Where are you getting the money for the beer? You know what I'm saying? And then the bartender always kind of knows him, but then also has no idea who the fuck the guy is. They're like, yeah, this guy's been coming in here a while. Don't know his name. He's been coming in here a while, but at the same time, I never see him, but I kind of know who he is. It's like this person almost doesn't exist in reality. He's filtering in between, whatever spiritual landscape he got those moves from and our own reality, and we just see glimpses of him every summer. I don't know. He must be a beach bum. Is that what a beach bum is? Is that what Matthew McConaughey was trying to play? I guess that's what a fucking beach bum is. I should have asked the dude if he knew any poetry, or if he fucking likes to go on adventures with fucking Snoop Dogg. Anyway. Okay. That's all I wanted to say about that. I don't really have any joke or funny comment. That's what it is, man. I see that fucking guy all the time. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what, Maybe I'll talk to him next time. I'm going to the beach again next weekend for my friend's birthday, which, dude, what do? My back is so fucking burnt. How long does sunburn last? How do I always forget every year how long sunburn lasts? Every year I get sunburn, and then I go, how long is this going to last? And then I look it up online. I think it's 3 days. I don't know. But I don't know. Hopefully it's gone by next Saturday or Friday or whenever I'm fucking going to the beach. And then hopefully I have a better experience at the beach this time than last time. I don't know, man. Whatever, bro. Because then I just fucking hate people. Why can't I do my own thing at the beach? Why can't I wear a shirt? You wear socks. Oh, why are you wearing a sock at the beach? I don't know, dude. First of all, I'm wearing 2, not 1. But let me do what I'm going to do. Oh, you got a shirt on? Why? Because fuck it. Because I'm comfortable, okay? My friend said she showed this podcast to a bunch of her friends. And they were like, who is this? And then she goes, oh, it's a friend of mine. And then I assume it's all of them who said this, but it probably was just one of them. But somebody was like, why is he so angry? Why is he so angry? I'm not that angry. I'm not. I'm really not. It's more just like it's fun to, get yourself worked up a little bit, I'm not really angry, but it's fun, when you get frustrated about things, it's fun to like complain about them a little bit and and let yourself get a little wild. I don't know. I'm not angry. Dude, also, yeah. I found out this kid I was working at this film program this month, and this woman I know who was working in it, she brings up somebody who we both know, and she goes, oh yeah, he thinks you hate him. And I go, what? And she goes, yeah, he thinks you hate him. I go, no, I love that kid. And she goes, oh yeah, well, he thinks that like he bothers you, that I'm bothered by him. And I was like, no, I love the dude. And then he came because he was coming. She brought him up because he was coming to like pick her up or something. And then I was talking to him and I was making sure to be really friendly. But then I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on, dude? And maybe that's why I'm not approached, or what, maybe I have a fucking weird skewed perception of like, maybe it's me, dude. I think I come off intimidating to people. Like I know my resting face is this. Like walking down the street, I'm either smiling like this or I'm going like this. If you're not watching the podcast, it's a scowl. It's a deep scowl. I mean, I know this about myself, but how do I change it? Or should I change it? I was walking down the street one time, this guy was barking for comedy. I just came out of a fucking interview. A job interview, which I didn't really want the job. I just was going on the job interview because I needed a job. And I went into the job and I was real shit. I wasn't mean at all as a person, but I kind of was just like, I didn't do the things you were supposed to do. First of all, I was wearing a collared shirt, which I just should never do. I should always I don't know if this is good advice, but I'm doing it from now on. If I'm going into a job, I'm going to wear what makes me comfortable. Okay? What makes me comfortable isn't like sweatpants. It's like, jeans and a shirt. Like this right now. I'm comfortable in this. In the winter, a fucking thermal. Okay? That's nice enough for a job interview. And if it's not, I don't need the fucking job. But I was wearing a collared shirt and the pits were fucking leaking with sweat because it was the goddamn summer. And I go into this interview and the person's asking me all these questions and I keep swiveling on the seat. Which I didn't realize at first, like, that's probably fucking annoying and unprofessional. But I guess I was just doing it because I was just like, whatever, man. I don't even want to be here. I was showing this person I didn't want to be there. I realized after the interview. Also, she was like, hey, what's your 5-year plan? Like, what do you want to be doing in 5 years? I was like, well, probably like, hopefully have my own show. Like, I was such a cock. What a cock answer. What a fucking cunt. Oh, man, I'm a fucking cock cunt idiot. Oh, yeah, hopefully I have my own. No, I was like, I'll be, hopefully I'm like writing and directing my own stuff. Because I had a lot of freelance work on the thing, on my resume, and it was going to be a full-time 9 to 5 job. And I said, I hope I'm writing and directing. And then she looks at me like, okay. And then she goes, oh, well, we want somebody like, here and whoever has this, we want them for the long haul. I was like, oh, yeah, no, I would be down to be here and work here for a long time. I just, you just asked me what I would want. Hey, Jake, I don't think she's going to hire the guy who just outright said, oh, well, I don't want to work here for a long time, but I'll do it if my life goes poorly. So I came out of that interview and I was like, I don't know, it seemed fine. It seemed like I was personable enough. Like I wasn't it seemed like she liked me as a person at the very least. She just didn't like my answers probably, or was like, what is this kid doing? Why is he, making it obvious that he doesn't really want this job? I don't know. I guess that's a technique. I don't know. I wasn't doing it as a technique. I was doing it as like, please, I don't want this. I need this. I need the money, but I don't want this. Also, I was trying to be honest. I don't want to fucking lie to my future employer. If I did get the job, I don't want to lie and be like, yeah, man, I'm psyched to be here. Like, I don't want, Anyway, I don't know. I'm fucking dumb. Anyway, so then she's like, oh, yeah, email us. She goes, if we don't get back to you, please email us, though. Like, because sometimes we don't get back, but, you could still be in the running. So that's another tactic. She's like, hey, email me again so that you show me that you're interested. And I was like, okay. And then I never emailed her. I was like, fuck it. You'll email me if you want me to have the job. Whatever. I didn't want the job, obviously. But anyway, I left that fucking job interview, and I already have a natural scowl on my face when I'm walking down the street. But then in this particular case, I was really in a bad mood and just like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I interviewing for this job I don't want? What is going on? Should I have been better? Should I have tried to get the job more? I don't have any money. What the fuck am I doing? I have rent to pay. God damn it. And I just was fucking so angry and so intensely scowling that this guy who was barking, like, hey, comedy show. Hey, you want to go to a comedy show? He was like, hey, man, I want to go to he didn't even say, he was about to say, hey, man, you want to go to a comedy show? And then he just looked at me, and instead of barking, he just went, shit, dude, that's some scowl. And I was like, oh, I stopped in my tracks. I was like, oh, what? And he was like, nothing. That's just some fucking scowl, man. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm just, he goes, you want to go to a comedy show? I was like, no, I'm good. And I walked by. But he really made me realize, like, damn, I have a fucking scowl, man. I have a bad goddamn resting fuck face, dude. I guess I have a resting bitch face. I don't know. People, I fucking hate that term. Resting bitch. It's so stupid. I like fuck face better. I have a resting fuck face, okay? My face resting is unwelcoming, I guess. But once I start talking, I don't know. I may have talked about this before. Whatever. Fuck it. That's like the main thing I say on this podcast. I don't know if I said this before. Just fucking say things, Jake. You fucking idiot. Now I'm talking in the third person like a douchebag. Anyway, just like I talk to people. Well, I could notice this difference. There is a change where I start talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh wow, he's not mean." I see the change. They're looking at me like, or trying not to look at me, or trying not to talk to me, and then all of a sudden I start talking, and I'm joking around, and I'm smiling, and then as soon as people see my smile, they look at me like, "Oh shit, that guy doesn't hate the world." Oh shit, this guy's actually a friendly person I can talk to. Before he opened his mouth, I thought he was a horrible, mean piece of shit. Fuck this guy. But then he opened his mouth and, oh, wow, yeah, I'll talk to you for a bit. How do I avoid that? And should I avoid that? I don't know. But it is a problem. I do think I come off intimidating. I mean, like I said before, the majority of people who come up to me are like, hey, why do you look so sad? Which instinctually makes me want to go, hey, fuck you, shut the fuck up. But also it's like, I don't know, because I'm can't make my face smile all the time. My brother says this, and I agree with him. Like, if you're smiling all the time, I don't trust you. What kind of a fucked individual is just smiling naturally down the street? That's a person who isn't experiencing actual life. What is going on? If you are a person that I would like to talk to, you have to experience enough pain in your life that you know smiling as a default is insulting to everyone around you. If you're just walking down the street like, my life's great, you're being a dick to everyone who can't pay their rent and is looking for food and also just got broken up with and just has a fucking shit goddamn life. You're shitting all over the people who are just trying to survive by going, I just like doing this while I stroll around. Hey, dude, stop that smile and only use it when someone starts talking to you, okay? I'm the opposite of the person who's like, hey, smile more. I'm a person who's like, hey, man, smile less, okay? Smile less so that when something truly awesome happens, your smile means more, okay? And I don't know if that's the right advice, but it's the one I'm giving right now. So fuck it. That's it for the podcast. The timer just went off. We're out of time. This camera's about to run out. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.